Friends, welcome to this spiritual discourse held today on October 21st, 2023 at the Greater Toronto area. Today I would like to briefly discuss dying while living. There is more to life than living. There is more to death than dying. There is to die while living. Every one of us is afraid of the physical death. Kal, the god of time and death, does not spare anyone. Any physical body that was born is meant to die one day. Even the physical body of a perfect living master will die one day. One thing we could do to reduce the fear of physical death is to experience a systematic process called dying while living. Dying while living is a systematic process whereby a person will withdraw his or her attention to the third eye center, also known as Ajna chakra. Once the attention is withdrawn to the third eye center, the person will experience a state of death very similar to the physical death. Physical death, as Ishwar Puriji has explained to us, is a gradual process. It does not occur immediately. The life force in the physical body starts withdrawing gradually from the extremities of the physical body, slowly but surely, to the lower trunk of the physical body, to the upper trunk, and then the life force is withdrawn all the way from the throat to eventually the brain. When the human brain is dead, the physical death has occurred. Similarly, during the process of meditation, our attention is withdrawn to the third eye center, which is behind the physical eyes and between the physical ears, in an area very close to the pineal gland, at the center of the human brain. When our attention is withdrawn to the third eye center, we will experience dying while living. Why? Because our attention has withdrawn completely to the third eye center. The third eye center is the seat of human consciousness, and it is from there where attention is born. It is our human attention that creates our experiences in life. Once we withdraw our attention to the third eye center, we are going to experience a new realm of reality that we thought it has never occurred to us or it was never there. Therefore, through the process of meditation with its three components, Simran, Bhajan, and Dhyan, we can certainly withdraw our attention to the third eye center, and we will experience a state the great mystics and the wonderful saints in the world call it dying while living. In his book, the Book of Mirdad, written by the great philosopher of Lebanon, Mikhail Naimi, it is said, die to live, or live to die. What does it mean? It means we have to withdraw our attention to the third eye center to live and live forever. Otherwise, we are living to die. Every human being who has not been spiritually initiated by a perfect loving master is living his or her life to die. The only way to reverse that is to learn to die while living through the process of withdrawing our attention to the third eye center, and then we will live forever. Ishwar Puri Ji has told us in numerous occasions a beautiful story about a parrot. Once upon a time, there was an Indian businessman traveling frequently to Africa, taking merchandise from India to Africa, sell it there, and then acquiring merchandise from Africa, taking it to India to sell it there. This Indian businessman once was in Africa and he passed through a forest. He saw beautiful parrots over there, singing and dancing in joy and bliss. He was fascinated. He got a cage and he liked a parrot on a tree. He caught it and put it in the cage and took it with him to India. Once he reached India, the businessman started feeding the parrot green chilies and churi, and the parrot was extremely happy, singing and dancing in the cage all the time. One day, the Indian businessman told the parrot, "Parrot, I am going to Africa on a business trip. Do you have any message to deliver to your friends in the forest over there?" The parrot replied, "Yes, please tell them that I am tremendously enjoying my life in the cage. I am having green chilies, churis, I am singing and dancing all the time. I am in bliss." The Indian businessman told the parrot, "Very well, I will certainly deliver your message." After he finished his business transactions, the Indian businessman went to the forest, the same forest where he caught the parrot and took him to India. He gathered the parrots. He told them, "Parrots, I have a message from your friend in India. The message is, I am very happy. I am enjoying my life in the cage, eating green chilies, churris, singing and dancing all the time. I am in total bliss." Upon hearing that, there was an elderly-looking parrot on a tree. When he heard the message given by the parrot to the Indian businessman, he had tears in his eyes, and he dropped from the tree on the ground dead. The Indian businessman was shocked, and he thought, "Oh, this parrot must have been a very good friend of the parrot I took to India." He felt sorry, and he moved on, and he returned back to India. When he reached the house, he told the parrot, "Parrot, I have delivered your message as you instructed me." But there was an elderly-looking parrot. When he heard my message, he had tears in his eyes, and he dropped from the tree on the ground dead. Upon hearing that, the parrot in the cage had tears in his eyes, and he dropped dead on the floor of the cage. The Indian businessman was shocked. "Oh no, what did I do? I should have probably not told the story to the parrot." He was very sad. He opened the cage. He took the dead parrot, and he was about to bury him. Suddenly, the parrot opened his wings, opened his eyes, flew, and went on a tree next to the Indian businessman's house. Perplexed, the businessman told him, "Parrot, you are not dead." The parrot replied, "No, I am not dead, nor is the other parrot at the forest in Africa. The elder parrot in Africa has simply delivered a message to me through you. And the message is, if you want to get out of the cage and set yourself free, die to live." This is the story that our beloved Ishwar Puriji had told us many times, and I wanted to share it with all of you at this time. Again, dying while living is an extremely important stage during our spiritual journey to our true home, to Sachkhand. And it can only happen during meditation, deep meditation, when our attention is completely withdrawn to the third eye center, whereby we do not feel our physical body, we do not feel our breath. Our attention is totally and completely focused on the third eye center, and a new reality is shown, is experienced by us. Friends, please remember that the spiritual journey is a personal experimentation of consciousness. Consciousness is the ability of our awareness to know anything. Awareness is a branch of consciousness, and attention is another branch of awareness. So therefore, we have consciousness, then awareness, and then attention. Human attention is extremely important because it is through our attention that we experience reality in creation. At this time, I would like to invite everyone to please join me for a 5-minute meditation. Please sit comfortably, gently close your eyes, and those who have been initiated by a perfect living master, please repeat your Simran with love and devotion. Those of us who are simply seekers of the ultimate truth, please close your eyes and repeat any name of your beloved in any word language. Please begin. Open your eyes. Friends, numerous seekers of the ultimate truth have been asking me, how can we tell if a person is a perfect living master or just a regular master or even a fake master? Ishwar Puri Ji has explained that there are several indicators whereby a seeker of the ultimate truth can determine whether a person is his or her perfect living master. Number 1, a perfect living master never claims he is a master. A perfect living master is not a teacher. He is a friend. He is our eternal friend. Even after we physically die and leave the physical body, the perfect living master at the time of death will be awaiting us, and he will discuss with us what is going to be the next step for our spiritual journey. The mind likes to analyze and synthesize, so therefore the perfect living master does act as a teacher. He teaches us how to meditate. He explains to us the 3 phases of meditation for our mind's sake. But eventually, a perfect living master is simply our eternal friend. 2, a perfect living master never establishes any cults. The perfect living master is simply here because he has a list of marked souls on his list. He is instructed by Satpurush, the totality of consciousness, to have a physical body, a human form, so that the perfect living master can come to the physical world and simply initiates the seekers of the truth, the marked souls on his list. That's all. His role is not to establish any cults, any societies, or any organizations in this physical world. 3, a perfect living master does not try to improve the physical world. The perfect living master, who is an ordinary human being, but with the totality of consciousness from Satpurush in Sachkhand, knows that this world of duality, the physical world, is full of misery, pain, and suffering. And my friends, it's not going to get better. We are in the midst of the Iron Age, in Kali Yuga. According to the Vedic philosophy, we are in the midst of Kali Yuga, the age of ignorance, also known as the Iron Age. So expect military wars, regional conflicts, world problems will keep emerging and arising. The perfect living master knows this reality very well. Therefore, he is only here in this physical world to simply spiritually initiate the seekers of the truth who are the marked soul on his list. Period. Four, a perfect living master never charges any money for his spiritual endeavors. Friends, any master who asks you for any monetary compensation because of his or her teachings, know immediately that this master is not a perfect living master. Ishwar Puriji has made it very clear that neither he nor his beloved master, Huzur Maharaj Baba Sawan Singh Ji, they never ever charged any fee for any of their spiritual endeavors. 5. A perfect living master pulls his or her seekers of the truth through the magnificent power of unconditional love. The seeker will start feeling some love, some attraction toward a person without the mind trying to fathom it. Why? Why am I feeling so attracted, pulled by the power of unconditional love toward this person? That's another indicator to find out whether a teacher is a perfect living master or not. A perfect living master will love you if you love him. A perfect living master will love you if you do not love him. A perfect living master will love you if you hate him. A perfect living master will love you if you criticize him. A perfect living master will love you if you physically harm him. And a perfect living master will love you if you physically kill him. Unconditional love coming from the totality of consciousness of Sat Purush in Sachkhand. Plain and simple. I have shared with you some personal experiences that I had the honor, joy, and privilege to experience with our beloved Dr. Ishwar Puri Ji. Although he has physically departed the world back in December 2020, he is here and now. May the love and the grace of Param Sant, Satguru, Dr. Ishwar Puri Ji be always upon you. Thank you.